comparison between this healthy Australian breakfast and chicken and waffles.
I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable about food that Black people tend to eat, but it's usually not healthy Australian style breakfast. So
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I came across this stitches and I thought to share where this white woman decided that she was going to bring in Black people into a controversy that has to do with Asian and pan-colored people. Lovelies, I'm talking about this great white restaurant that actually is about to be shut down, all because of their discriminatory act against Asian and other minority groups. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. This Emily woman is actually known for her rare and cis commentaries about Black people, and the thing is that she was actually put on her space. Let's dive into it.
Food can be weaponized against you. When resources like air, water, food can be weaponized against you, they are very much political, and I don't care what anybody says. And though I hate to continue to platform this person because I see her as one of the most reprehensible people I've ever come across, there are some very good examples as to how food is weaponized against people and is therefore very much political. So in this video, which is a clip of her podcast, she's talking about how Great White, which is owned by two white Australian men, have been accused of things like sexual assault, racial discrimination, and racism. She then goes on to say, because these owners have been accused of being white supremacists, she is going to support them even more, which is so fucking despicable. And then for no reason and without provocation, she decided to take this opportunity to spew her anti-Blackness. And she makes this comparison between this healthy Australian breakfast and chicken and waffles.
I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable about food that Black people tend to eat, but it's usually not healthy Australian style breakfast. So I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe that's why you don't see tons of Black people there. If you went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, I don't think you would see just 4 feet tall Chinese women.
If you think that this has anything to do with like her concern for the nutritional value of the food, it doesn't. This has everything to do with her wanting to assign morality and virtue, to certain foods. Healthy Australian breakfast by white people, good. Chicken and waffles by Black people, bad. And speaking of Australian breakfasts, I don't know what Australian people eat for breakfast. Let's take a look and see what a healthy Australian breakfast looks like. A breakfast burrito. Last time I checked, I thought burritos were from Mexico. A breakfast sandwich with tamarind chutney. Where's tamarind chutney from? Tamarind chutney's origins are tied to the introduction of the tamarind fruit to the Indian subcontinent from Africa. It doesn't say anything here about Australia, but let's go on. Oh, Great White brekkie. I know that Australian people tend to call breakfast brekkie. It's folded eggs, bacon, avocado, goat cheese, roasted tomato, arugula, and sourdough. I don't know, are all those things Australian? All right, what else? Poke, curry, tacos, Mexican again, falafel, kebab. But wait, let's go back to the other page real quick. I think I saw something. Yeah, right here. Crispy chicken sandwich. Fried chicken? Wait, what are the origins of fried chicken? Fried chicken originated from a blend of ancient frying techniques and the Scottish tradition of frying chicken in fat, brought to the American South by Scottish immigrants, not Australian. In the American South, enslaved African Americans adapted these techniques, incorporating their own seasoning styles and creating a new culinary staple that became a cornerstone of Southern cuisine and later a global food. So I'm so confused. So fried chicken created by Black Africans, bad, but fried chicken made by these two guys, good? But this isn't political, right? And this point couldn't be any clearer to me. Like, look at the menu that she's talking about. The menu that she's talking about that is this clean Australian breakfast is food from all over the world. Foods that have been vilified forever. But now that it's being made and prepared in a restaurant owned by two white Australian guys, now it's acceptable. Now we can eat it. But if it's made by and eaten by the people that these foods originated from, then it's dirty, then it's unclean, then it's cheap. And that is very much political. And honestly, I could not have made this any clearer. But if you still disagree with me and say that food isn't political, I don't know. When resources like air...
Bro, unpopular opinion, but I feel like if racist white people want to be segregated away from us and they want to have their own, we should let them have it. Honestly, sick and tired of seeing people fight with them. They want to have a different halftime show? Let them. They don't want you buying their clothes. They don't want you eating at their restaurants. Don't buy. Don't go. Like, nothing is going to piss me off more than spending my fucking hard-earned dollar at your business and then finding out that you're a racist piece of shit. I don't know about y'all, but I want to know up front. Even if you have to put a whites only sign at the front of your restaurant, I want to know, and I can keep it the fuck moving. There will be no protesting to eat at your establishment. I don't care. You really think I'm going to use my time and energy to fight to get into these places they don't want us? For what? Because imagine me walking into your restaurant ordering some chicken and waffles or a fried chicken sandwich or something like that, and you don't feel the need to cook it properly because I'm a nigga. You end up giving me salmonella and poison in my ass or something like that. You guys know that sound from that show Snowfall when he's like, click, click, click? Nigga, you think I'm dumb enough to give your ass a loaded gun after the shit you just pulled? I don't want them to have to hide in their closets or under their hoods or under their sheets or under their mask or wherever the fuck it is that they want to hide. Be free with the racism, please. I'm begging you. Because at least then I will know where we stand. We've been over this with them a million times before. I'm not giving your ass a loaded fucking gun.
Great white. It started to become really obvious that it was never about sharks all along, and they just didn't want people of color to feel comfortable eating there.
This is why LA's failing, okay? Great white is delicious, it's consistent, and now that I know they're white supremacists, I will support them even more than I already do. And here's the thing, they make great food. The service, whatever, I don't know. Never been that great. I'm white. They didn't treat me better. But they make good food. The only thing that should qualify for a restaurant being open and remaining open is great food. They're like, great white. It's all, the pieces are fitting together. They're talking about white people being great. So I go to these restaurants, all the locations, all the time. It is a very hipster. It is very diverse. First of all, the only thing they would do would be actually racist is if they straight up just denied you service. I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable about food that black people tend to eat, but it's usually not healthy Australian style breakfast. So I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe that's why you don't see tons of black people there. If you went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, I don't think you would see just 4 feet tall Chinese women anywhere.
I don't even know where to start. I'm sorry, did you just use this opportunity just to casually be anti-black?
Oh.
First, I want to make sure that we all caught this.
And now that I know they're white supremacists, I will support them even more.
That would also make you a
White supremacist.
Also, segregation isn't anything new. It's 1,000% racism. And I know this is a foreign concept to you, but there are these things called books, specifically these things called encyclopedias that contain facts.
I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable.
Yeah, we get it. But even in these encyclopedias, they literally state that segregation is specifically about maintaining their ascendancy over other groups.
White supremacists.
See, it's not so hard. Because what you are claiming, Sarah, is that this wasn't racist because Rosa Parks was allowed on the bus. She was just forced to sit all the way in the back. That's not racist.
Oh.
I guess this wasn't racist because black people were allowed in the game, right?
Oh.
And I guess this wasn't racist because the Japanese people were allowed to stay in the state, I guess, which would also mean that their internment camps also wasn't racist because they were allowed in the country.
Oh.
And I guess slave owners weren't racist because they were able to get it up, right?
I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable.
Also, I know reading is really hard and comprehension is even harder for you, but they literally told them not to allow ethnic-looking people in.
I'm not like, extremely knowledgeable.
Also, just a friendly reminder, the Sams aren't just accused of racism, they're also being accused by multiple of their former female employees of sexual assault.
Oh.
Also, if you don't like Los Angeles, then fucking leave. And don't let equality hit your flat ass on the way out.
Hey, Great White, as an Asian American, here's what I think you should do. 1. Keep staying silent. You should definitely not issue an apology to the Asian American community for all the segregation that you've caused. 2. If you're looking to rebrand, I say we give it a new name. Instead of Great White, we go with Great Wall. 3. Contract a bunch of immigrants to literally build a Great Wall inside of the restaurant. I'm talking like big. I'm talking like big Great Wall right through the center of the restaurant. And that way you can subvert the idea of segregation and make it like a thing. 4. Now when an Asian customer comes in, you can be like, hey, Kevin Ling Ling. And you can be like, you can go to the left side or you can go to the right side. And they'll be like, wait, isn't that segregation? You can be like, no, it's empowerment. 5. You should definitely add like Asian-y authentic foods like, say, pan-fried rice or other gluten-free options like, I don't know, like kale Caesar salad sushi. Say hello to LA's hottest new restaurant, Great Wall.
Hi, I was wondering if my table's ready?
Oh, one moment, sir. Hey, help goes around the back away from all the good white folks. Don't you know better than that? You get.
Oh, I have a reservation. I'm here to eat.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you're at the right restaurant? This is Great White, not Mediocre Yellow.
Yeah, I heard the food's great here, and you guys are called Great White for the great white sharks in Australia, right?
No, but let me talk to my manager.
Hi, I have a situation here. Cold yellow, yeah. A chink in our armor. Right in front of me. Is everything okay?
Sorry, I don't speak Chinese.
I already sat one in the corner. I don't know what you want me to do. It's taken, yeah. I wasn't speaking Chinese, I was speaking English. Oh, great. He thinks he's people now. Right this way, sir. Okay, good. We have a seat that's inside. You're pointing me towards the restroom. It is our gender-neutral restroom, and I'm sure you'll find our handicap stall well-equipped for your disability. What disability? Like I said, I don't speak Chinese, but we will get you a translator.
The funniest thing about the whole situation with the Great White is that it's just a reminder how often white people are unaware that we are actually clocking your tea as you do it. For those who don't know, the Great White is a restaurant in Los Angeles, and apparently people have noticed something suspicious about the seating arrangements. In particular, this Asian woman posted a video where she said when they came to the restaurant, they were seated towards the back and there were only Asian people around them. And she was like, well, that's suspicious, but you know, could just be a coincidence. And then I guess one table left, and then the next people who got sat there were also Asian. And she was also pointing out that it seemed like all the white people were in another part of the restaurant further in the front. And then other people started coming out to say, oh my God, I had the same experience. I'm Asian or I'm Hispanic or whatever. And when I went there, they also seemed to sit us all in the same place away from all the white folks. Former employees also came out saying, yeah, this is actually policy. Like they would tell us where to seat people based on what they looked like. And they told us, you know, if these people come by, sit them in this section. If these people come by, tell them we don't have any more space left. Like we're just full for the night. They literally like told the employees to do this, which is discrimination in the most blatant form. Mind you, these same employees are also saying that the owners are a little bit touchy-feely, let's say. And I'm sorry, call me crazy if you want to, but anytime you tell me that a man is both touchy-feely and a bigot, I'm always gonna believe it. Those two go together real bad. So while all the other WSs around LA County are now flocking to the restaurant because they probably see it as something of a safe space where they're not gonna be forced to sit next to a diverse couple, I want all of you guys to know that people of color still have like a green book. In particular, I can speak to the Black community because in every city I've gone to, I've been able to find people to tell me what clubs can you go into, what restaurants have the good food. If you want to go to church, here's where to go to church. If you want to move here, here's the neighborhoods to live in. Black folks still communicate in these ways with each other. It's just largely in private groups, offline chats, word of mouth from other people that you know. All of that still exists, and like restaurants and things like this are included. So when Black folks and people of color stop coming to your establishment, like, yeah, the word has spread. We have found out that you don't want us there, and I hope and pray that your pockets can sustain only operating off of white people. Because one thing we don't even have to do, like one thing that is so instinctive to us, is if I go to a restaurant and I see that the menu has a whole bunch of Asian inspired dishes, which the Great White does without acknowledging it, and I see that there's not a lot of Asian people in this restaurant eating food, I'm not eating there. I'm not eating there. The same way that I'm not going to an Indian restaurant that doesn't have brown people. I'm not going to a Mexican restaurant where they don't speak Spanish to me first. Like, I'm not going to a place where I don't think the people who would want that food and originate that food and who probably eat that food at home, if they're not in your restaurant, your food's probably trash. So yeah, thank you to the queen who posted that original video, to everybody else who was piled on saying they had a similar experience, to all of the employees who have been like, yeah, the owners are trash, don't go there. And as well as everybody who has pointed out that they have another location too, I think it's called Gran Blanco, which, okay, why are we using names from other, okay. Anyway, thank you to anybody who has posted about this restaurant, because it's not like it was already on my list, but now I know just one more place not to go in this city.
Dude, I'm so serious. Hello, hi. Welcome to Great White.
Hello, we're looking for a table for 3.
You know what? I've noticed something about you. I can't really tell, but like, what's your ethnicity?
Hispanic.
I knew it. I could tell because it was like a shade of like shadiness, like a shade of brown, but it's not quite like black, but it's like brown. So I noticed it. But yeah, come follow me. Get you a seat right now. Come. Okay, well, this is where you guys are gonna sit, and just let me know if you guys need anything right now.
This is the bathroom.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. You're not supposed to be here any fucking way. Have a seat. The bathroom. We don't want them there. Our real customers. Great Whites. Welcome. You know, you guys can sit anywhere you want. Just don't do like the back and the borders and near the bathroom. That's for like specific guests. You know. Exactly. Welcome. Have fun. Enjoy. Oh my God. Are they coming here? They're Black. I haven't really dealt with this issue yet. Hi. Welcome to Great White.
Yes, table for 2.
Actually, we're at capacity. So like, You can't come in because we're at capacity. No other reason, but you just can't come in here.
There are some tables right there, though.
That's the VIP table. Do we have $6,000 for that table?
No.
It's like a famous table. And are you famous?
No.
I didn't think so. Bye-bye now. Hi, hey, welcome to Great White.
Hi, do you guys have a table for 6 available?
Give me 1 second. You can stand over there while I talk to my colleague. Okay, so is the Asian section full? It's not? Okay, what is it looking like? Like how many Asians? We don't want more minority over the Great Whites. Okay, all right. You can follow my colleague back to your section with your people. I mean, to enjoy the food. Bye-bye now. Dude, I'm so serious.
Hello, hi.
Are you surprised that a restaurant named Great White How you surprised that a restaurant named Great White is having racial issues? Yeah, man. You know I've never eaten at a Cracker Barrel. Some places don't seem hospitable. If they serve shark there, the Great White.
Like seriously,
All right.
lovely, it's so ironical that something will just be happening. Like people will just be doing their thing. There will be a controversy somewhere, but somehow, some people like this Emily of a woman, will look for ways to drag black people into it. I am talking about this said Great White restaurant that is so discriminatory, and it all started about last week. I started 2 days or last week, where an Asian woman, went to this Great White restaurant, and she noticed that there was a segregation happening. If you're an Asian or any form of minority group, you are said to sit outside the restaurant. Then the all white people are meant to sit inside to actually get served in a very conducive place. And now when this lady went there, she noticed that, and before you know it, she made a video, and it actually went viral. And people are already noticing this, Great White restaurant, right? Now, this Emily of a girl, she's known for her Ray and Sis commentaries. And one thing led to the other, she decided that she was going to, bring in black people into it and talk about how black recipes or cuisines are so unhealthy and tasteless, and she goes as far as to make her own commentaries. Now my issue is that this same lady is actually the same person who talked about how she actually wished that slavery could return. She was having a podcast with some of her colleagues, and she was asked if she wishes slavery should return. She was like, with her full chest, yes. That is to tell you that there are so many people, especially people like this, right, who so wish that slavery should actually be a thing. They are so jealous of their ancestors that they wish they could have what their ancestors had. And since then, I have been noticing her. Anytime it has to do with anything, even if black people are not involved, she will make everything possible to make it look like, oh, black people are involved in it. Like seriously, this restaurant with the name Great White, and you think that a black person will want to go to a restaurant that is named Great White Restaurant? What does that tell you? Like, one thing about, will I say, Asian people or every other minority group is the fact that they feel they are going to be accepted, no matter what. I have been posting some of the stitches of being accepted or not on this platform. Black people not going there does not necessarily mean that, oh, maybe the black people are not used to eating healthy food. Like, what is she even talking about? How can a white person who have a black person who have experienced ANC segregation know what is going on, and this person decided that they were going to go to a restaurant, and automatically they are seeing great white restaurant, and you think that this person will go spend their money on a great white restaurant? The Asian people that is being segregated already, they thought that, oh, okay, because proximity to whiteness, they might be accepted and all of that. There's something about having your own self-respect, self-discipline. Like, it's better for you to avoid being insulted rather than to get insulted. I think this is the reason why it's as if black people are not going there. They respect themselves, their space. They don't want to be insulted. I won't see a restaurant where it is all written, make America great, or maybe a great white restaurant. Like, it's already giving racism, it's already giving segregation, it's already giving you don't want me there. So why do you think I will go there as a black person, as a melanated person? Why do you think I will go there where it's already indicated that it's only meant for great white? And this woman right about here, Emily, is talking about how people that look like me, melanated people, don't eat healthy foods. Like, oh my god. When I saw this stage, I was like, no matter anything that is going on, there must always be somewhere somebody trying to paint or trying to put black people in midst of all of the things going on. And I heard that the restaurant is receiving a lot of backlash. It's about to be shut down. There are so many investigation going on. Anyways, I wish them all the best. Why don't you just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. If you're not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.